And we're live without a net. Welcome, welcome. Come in. Make yourselves comfortable. Let's talk. What's going on? I hope everybody's happy, healthy, enjoying the summer, staying busy in the summer. It's kind of a misnomer. Summer for me has always been, boy, I mean, voiceover business is always a roller coaster ride, but summer, I don't like it. Anyway, so keeping myself busy with what I can, and that's what I wanted to talk to you today. And that's well, the thing that I wanted to talk to you today was about music licensing because I had an interesting situation come up today. I released another video which you may or may not have seen yet. I take you through the steps of producing a car commercial. I had a lot of fun doing it. And so anyway, I didn't finish it with it yesterday. So I did kind of finish it, but I didn't upload it until this morning. And as it was uploading and I'm, typing in all the details about the video and that kind of thing, a warning notice came up about licensing of the music because there are bots used all over the internet, including YouTube, that checks for licensing of music. And it's a good idea because, man, music is pirated all the time. Not just music, sound effects, other types of audio, you know. And yeah, the owners of said audio need to be compensated. They own it. So anyway, I was not aware that I was breaking any rules, and I wasn't. The warning was, just kind of wondering if maybe I should bring my mic in a little closer. The warning was that the track had been identified as being copyrighted. Is it copyrighted or copywritten? I've never been able to get that square. I know I've looked it up a few times, but I always forget. So I'll say copyrighted. So this track of music was a copyrighted piece of intellectual property. So, so I went to details, and apparently there's a button that says view details, and there was something I could go to the licensee and see what I can do. And it wasn't that the video was in jeopardy of being taken down or red flagged or anything like that. It was, what was it? It was, the warning was that if my video was in a position of being a moneymaker with the YouTube partner program, where I gained some money from AdSense, meaning that the advertisers, I would get some of the money paid by advertisers to be on my video. Think it through, Jan. Think it through. So the owner of this music would be able to take whatever money was allocated to me through that video. Well, I'm not in a position. My channel's not in a position yet to be paid anything. I'm a small fry. I don't, I don't make nothing, honey. So anyway, there would be no effect on my video, but I still wanted to check it out. So I went to to where I had downloaded the music from, and in this case, I used several sources, and I'm going to get to other sources in a minute. But in this case, I used a website called Pixabay. And they have downloads for royalty-free downloads of all kinds of video clips, photographs, music, sound effects, all kinds of great stuff. It's a great resource. Pixabay.com. I think it's located in the UK. I'm not sure about that though. Excuse me. So anyway, I looked up the piece of music that I used. I clicked on some steps that I might take to remediate the problem. And so I followed the instructions. I went to the creators page and, uh, I sent him a note asking for permission. I was very polite, and also what's required usually is a link to your video. So after my video went live on YouTube this morning, I sent him a link of the video so he could see what it's like in context. Clearly I'm not making any money off of this. I'm using it in a demonstration purposes. I'm not really selling anything with this video. I'm just showing some techniques and stuff. Demonstration. So he's located in the Ukraine. So of course I said, "Hey, I hope you and your loved ones are safe these days, and your music's great. May I please use it? Check out the video, and you can see, how I used it." And he was very gracious. He got back to me like right away and said, "Yep, I've whitelisted your video or your channel," or I can't remember exactly what he said. "Feel free, and thanks for using my music." And I said, "Sure, absolutely." Now, I wanted to go ahead and give him a little. I wanted to donate to his channel, but unfortunately, his particular channel is only you can only donate in the form of becoming a Patreon member, and I don't want to go through. I don't want to join. It's not to say that I don't respect him enough. I totally do, but for me to join somebody's Patreon effort, for me, I need to be a regular user of their content. And I downloaded this music, God, months ago. I'm not even really sure how long ago I downloaded it. It was not in particular for this video. And here's here's the crux of the whole thing. When you're using music, when you download music, royalty-free music, please just don't bother using like pop songs or well-known songs. Uh, those are those are guarded very mightily by the copyright owners, whether it's the artists themselves or the recording company. You never know, and you can get into some trouble. The least of which will be a little slap on the back of the hand and say, "No, you can't use it. Take it down." Think of all the think of all the political campaigns that get into trouble by using the music of an artist who does not want to be associated with that political campaign. It happens all the time. People would rather just ask for forgiveness instead of asking for permission. It's not the nice way to do things. Anyway, so use royalty-free music, but here's the thing, royalty-free music comes with it still comes with a license. Sometimes you pay for the usage of that music, sometimes you can get it for free, but there's still a license attached to it that describes how you may use this music, and it's not a free-for-all. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes there are conditions with which you may use that audio. And so in my case, I was using this on a YouTube video. And the creator was totally fine with it. However, if I was to be paid any money through YouTube, he would take it. He would get it because he's the owner of the music and would be taking whatever money was being made by my video. And as I said, I ain't making money on my videos, so there would be nothing for him. So, but still, just be wary. If that is a problem for you, if you are making money through the use of music, make sure that the licensing agreement is in accordance with how you planned on using that audio. For instance, what was I going to say? Well, I was going to say it wasn't really a for instance. It was if I'm going to be using somebody's audio where I am making money, for instance, somebody's voiceover demo. I buy music for that kind of thing all the time. If I do get it for free somewhere, I'll leave a donation. Most sources are not free. You have to pay something. Sometimes it's like $10, sometimes it's $50. It really depends on the piece of music and the source from which you are purchasing it from. Um, there are many. For instance, let me read off some of the more popular ones these days. There's Epidemic Sound. I have not used them yet, but they're very popular these days. There is Soundstripe, there's Premium Beat, there is Pond 5. They've been around forever and continue. I've used them a lot. Um, and then, as I said, there are some free options such as Pixabay, and there are there is a selection on YouTube. YouTube has a selection of music, and I don't know if they have sound effects, but anyway, free to use, but still read the agreement. Make sure that you're gonna be in compliance with whatever their rules are, because you don't wanna, I mean, even if it's just for a YouTube video, you don't wanna have it, have somebody threaten you to pull your video. That's no fun. And then I mean, you've gone to all the trouble of creating the video or whatever it is. Maybe you're making a demo for yourself or for somebody else. You don't want to have it red flagged somewhere because you didn't have the proper licensing for the music and the sound effects. That's a hassle. So just be careful. I just wanted to bring this up because I haven't had this come up for a while. And typically I'm very careful about making sure I'm gonna be in compliance with whatever the licensing agreement is, just so that I don't run into problems. And so it's worth it to take a couple extra minutes and just make sure that you're gonna be, in good shape. So that's it. That's everything I wanted to mention today. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well. Please feel free to join the conversation in the comments section. And I'll be looking out for your comments and questions and things like that. Hit me up anytime. That's what I'm here for. Okay? You guys take it easy. Bye-bye.